Welcome back to my channel where I help new coaches launch and scale their businesses to six figures online. So in this video, I'm going to be showing you how to become a successful online coach from zero, starting from completely scratch. So if you're really starting out right now, you probably are feeling a bit of imposter syndrome, a little bit of overwhelm, like you don't know exactly like what to do, how to do it. You're getting so many marketing messages about trying, should you do group coaching? Should you be doing one-on-one coaching? Should you do fitness coaching, life coaching? Like what do I do? How do I do it? And do I even have what it takes? So what it takes to actually be successful. I mean, that's if you're like me, because when I first got started, I really felt this overwhelming kind of sense of like insecurity. Like, do I even have anything that I could give to other people that would really be of value? Like, why would people give me money? I would think to myself, I would look up to try to be a life coach, and I would see people like Tony Robbins, and I'm like, wow, he's making, multiple millions, billions of dollars, combined with all of his different companies. I'm seeing all these different coaches doing things that I want to do, and they're doing it so well. They're so far. They're on like their mile 100, and I'm just still at the starting line. And I'm wondering, why would people ever give me money when they could just go to them and get something that's already tried true and has like celebrity to it? I don't have any best-selling books. I have never been on Oprah. And one thing I want you to commit to right now, your first step in becoming a actual successful online coach, is number one, stop comparing yourself to people, and number two, stop making excuses. And what do I mean by that? This is a little bit of tough love. And I wish someone would have said it to me, and I wouldn't have wasted, almost a year of my time just getting ready to get ready. So what does making excuses sound like? How do you know if you are? If you're sitting around just trying to make sure everything is perfect before you take action, that is a sign that you are ultimately trying to protect yourself. Whenever these thoughts, these ideas come up like that, what I want you to do is acknowledge them, thank them, because they're trying to keep you safe. They're trying to keep you away from failure. They're trying to keep you away from a feeling of rejection or possible rejection. And they may have those feelings and thoughts and defense mechanisms may have served you at some point in your life, in some area of your life. But at this point, sometimes tools used in the wrong project actually is detrimental and not useful, not something that you would actually want to allow in your decision-making process. So number one is stop making excuses. Things do not have to be perfect. You do not need to watch 40,000 YouTube videos on motivation in order to take action. You don't need to understand the whole process by every little detail. One thing I like to tell new coaches is that action brings about certainty way more and more times than certainty bringing about action. So I'll say that again. Action creates certainty more so than certainty creates action. So the first thing I want you to do is stop making excuses, stop comparing yourself to others, and just get out there and make a commitment to get into action, to make those first steps, even if they are baby steps. Number two, if you're not 100% sure what type of coaching you're doing, what can you do for people, what I want you to do is take stock of different challenges that you've overcome in your life. Because if you're anything like me, many of the things that you are actually talented in, your superpowers, your gift that you were born with, internal to you, intrinsic to you, actually comes so normal and so natural to you that you end up discounting them as like, oh, that old thing. People come to you, if people are coming to you for advice, for their relationships, for their health, for their business, whatever it is, you have to realize like they're doing that for a reason. And you may be right now, because of your feelings of insecurity or imposter syndrome, could think like, how could I ever charge somebody for that? It's just advice. It's just like information. I do it for free. But many times those things that you've overcome, that people are right now in the beginning stages of, they're going through and they're lost. And they would be 100% willing to pay money even to get help with that, so they don't spend as much time lost in those situations or wasting money, energy, effort. And they just want somebody to, either guide them through, give them support so that they don't waste their time, they don't waste their money, and they can get the result in a condensed time. Because money always replenishes. That's one thing about money. But time never comes back. Once it's gone, it's gone. So think of some challenges that you've went through that maybe if you're like, man, if I could have avoided spending, a year going and rebuilding from divorce, if I knew these key things I found out the hard way through trial and error, I would literally pay money to shorten that time frame down to gain my life back, to gain my identity back, to gain my health back. What types of things have you overcome that you could possibly help someone else with? And that would bring us to the next step in becoming a successful online coach, is figuring out who are those people that would actually benefit from that process. It could be you, a version of you 5 years ago. So, the misconception is that you have to be some multi-millionaire, famous person with a best-selling book, all these different things in order to be able to help someone with a problem. I want you to think, all you have to really be is like a step or two ahead of them. I want you to think about when you were possibly in kindergarten, if you can remember back to then, and you were standing outside of the cafeteria, you were going into the cafeteria, and the fifth graders, let's say, or the sixth graders were coming out of the cafeteria or going into it, and you saw them, and you were like, whoa, those guys are cool. One day, I hope I can grow up to be just like them. And you remember, they were like superstars in your eyes, but they were just fifth graders. You know, in the grand scheme of things, they were just a few steps ahead of where you were, but you looked at them almost as like demigods. Somebody out there right now is in the beginning stages. They're kindergarten of the problem that you've overcome and you're on the other side of, and they're looking at you like, whoa, I wish I could navigate this and get my health together, get my life together, get my business together in the way that you have. And if they're both willing and able to pay to solve that problem, to get past that challenge, that is one of the first things that you can start to identify exactly where your area of expertise, where you should focus your coaching down into. So once you figured out who that person could be, then I want you to go out and start building a brand. So what do I mean by that? So right now I actually have two Facebook groups. One is have about a little over 5,000 members. Another has just under 1,000 members, and they're all full of my ideal client. And what I do is I go on there and I let people experience me. I give value. I solve immediate problems through my free content. Even right now, you're watching this video and you are getting to understand, you get to know, like, and trust me. So I am building a brand here. So what you would want to do is pick, one, no more than 2 platforms. So that could be Facebook, that could be YouTube, that could be Instagram, anything that if you like video, YouTube may be the place for you. If you like, writing and maybe starting a blog could be your thing. But ultimately, you're going to get on there and you're going to go ahead and share in your knowledge. Give quick wins to people. Give value up front. Allow people to see that you are the expert. Because it's one thing to tell someone you're an expert. It's another thing when they come to that conclusion on their own because of their experience of you and your brand. So that would be the next thing, is building your brand. After that, the step that you want to take is, now that you know exactly who you serve, the big, hairy problem they have, that you're able to help them solve, either shorten the time, get better results, avoid problems. Next thing you want to do is find out, where do these people hang out online? So you can do this by going on YouTube and doing certain searches. You can go and go to Google and type in what your possible ideal client would actually be searching for, and typing in asking questions about. And then you can literally go connect with people who are already doing what it is that you're doing. So let's say you join the Facebook groups. If you were doing health coaching, you could join Facebook groups that are already about health coaching, that people are in there asking questions. They have problems and they're looking for answers. And you join that community and you start giving value. It starts to pull people into your platforms. People are going to start sending you friend requests on Facebook, or they're going to check you out on YouTube and follow your page or become your subscriber. And now you are building your own audience, your own brand of people by leveraging the already built platforms of other people. So you just find out where they are online for those people that you can actually help. The next step is actually get your first few test clients. So these are people that now you can work with, even if it's for free, to get testimonials, to prove your process. Or you can, charge even a reduced rate. I'm not saying go out there and, cheat people out of their money where you don't exactly know how to help people with the problem. You don't know what it is to do to get them the results. And you go out and you charge them thousands of dollars and then you don't have anything to do. So we're not out there robbing people. So, in exchange, easily you can launch a beta program where you're taking a small handful of clients and help get them the results, coach them through the problem, coach them through the pain to get to the other side of it. And then in exchange for a testimonial and a lower entry fee. So this would be the first thing, and this really proves and validates your concept, your idea that, hey, I can help people with this problem. I've gone through it before. And then you go and you take it out and you find those people, you build a brand to attract them, and then you grab a handful and you get them the results. And now after that, once you've done that, you've validated your offer, the final step would be to scale. What I do, I help my clients through this exact process to nail down their niche, to figure out exactly who they serve, what they deliver, like how do they structure their program so that they get their clients results? How do you build a brand? How do you get a consistent flow of people who are hungry for what it is that you provide? They already see you positioned as a trusted advisor. And then how do you actually convert them? Because it's not enough that you have tons of attention and tons of hearts and follows and likes and subscribers because you can't deposit that into your bank account. How do you convert that into paying clients? I had a client who started out and he didn't really know exactly which niche, where his superpower lied in, and he had a lot of imposter syndrome, and he really was trying to undercharge for his services. He came into my program. He was actually in the affiliate marketing space, make money online, and I helped him fashion his beta offer. He was literally just charging $500 for his beta offer, and we helped him put together a small audience, less than probably like a couple hundred people. And what ended up happening is he did his beta launch and he made, I think in about a week, maybe even a little bit less, maybe a tiny bit more, he made around $6,000 just from his beta launch. From him going from I don't know what to do, I feel overwhelmed, I feel stressed, I don't know if this is for me, I don't know if I got this, and to the point where he was like fully confident, like, oh my goodness, I've made more money in a week than normally I would make in months' time at the job that he was working at. And if you're looking to take the same process, so if you're tired of being overwhelmed, you're tired of not knowing which way to go, what type of coaching to do, how to deliver your coaching, how to build an audience, how to convert those people into paying clients, what I want you to do is in the descriptions of this video, I have a link that leads to my calendar. And what I want to offer you is to schedule a clarity call. So this isn't a sales call. This is a call that's designed to really give you clarity. That's why I call it that. So it's designed for us to do a deep dive, to talk about and discover where exactly you are right now, and really define where you want to be, and then find what are those broken and missing pieces that's standing in between where you are and where you want to be. What's the bottlenecks? And what we'll do is we'll put together a game plan for you to follow so that you can go ahead and start, hitting those 10K months. I find that is like the first threshold I like to see, the bare minimum. You hit 10K, and then from there, now the real work begins. Now we can scale you up to those 20K, 50K, 100K, and beyond months. but it all starts with making the decision that you're not gonna play small anymore. You're not gonna get ready, and you're ready to actually move forward with your business. And what we'll do is once you have that game plan together, we, if it makes sense and you need the support, what I would do is possibly make an offer for you to get my support, my and my team's support through the process. And if not, if all you did was have one of these super valuable calls and get clarity on exactly who you serve, your offer, how to price it, who do you serve, how to get consistent, steady leads of those people, and how to close and convert those people into paying clients, would it not be worth it? So if so, what I want you to do is go down into the descriptions of this video, click on the link that says Clarity Call, and go ahead and schedule your Clarity Call today. And if you got value from this video, what I want you to do is also like, subscribe, and hit the bell notification so that you will be notified of all my future videos that are going to help you really launch and scale your business up and gain that financial freedom and be able to create the impact in people's lives and the lives of the people that you truly love and care about. I'll see you in the next video.